Right, so today we have a class which is all about the legs and getting into the glutes. As always though, because it's a morning class, we'll start off with fascia circles just to warm up all the joints and get those muscles moving. Starting with the left leg, circling through the ankle a few times in one direction and then a few times in the other direction. And then once you've done the ankle, moving into the knee. Fascia circles are a brilliant way of just getting the body moving after we've been asleep. And then take it in the other direction. And then into the hip. You can always hold on to something here if you need a bit of extra balance. Clicking away. And then take those circles in the other direction. And then we'll move to the other side. So starting with the ankle, circling one way. And then the other way. Really making the movements as big as your joints will allow. And then into the knee. And then the other way. And then into the hip. And then take those direct circles in the other direction. And then bringing both feet to the floor, wider than hip width. We'll circle through the hips, making those circles as big as you can, really taking the hips back and bringing them forwards. And then take them in the other direction. Good. And then the next one's everybody's favourite. So bring the hips to stillness and moving into the ribs, moving them around the front, the side and the back. Trying to keep the hips reasonably still, trying to keep the shoulders reasonably still and really get the movement coming from the rib cage. And then take that in the other direction. Good, one more. And then we'll move into the shoulders, squishing those shoulders back and then relaxing the shoulder blades down the back. Really squishing them up, relaxing the shoulder blades down. One more. And then take them the other way. Squish the shoulder blades together and then roll the shoulders forwards. And the sun's decided to come out. And then let's go into the wrists, circling into the wrists. Then take them the other way. And then make a fist and do the circles. And then take that the other way. Then into the elbows. And the other way. And then big circles into the shoulders. Really stretching up and back. If you're really tight in the shoulders, you can always do backstroke. Try and do a couple with both arms together, just because the body likes variety. And then take those circles forwards. Good. And then have a little go. If you need to do front crawl, do front crawl. Always try and do at least a couple of circles with both arms together. Excellent. And then bringing the arms back down by the sides, take the left ear to the left shoulder, then take the chin towards that shoulder and roll the head around the front, scraping the chin around the collarbones till you get to the other side. Then take the ear to the shoulder. Take the chin back to the shoulder, roll the head around the front, scraping that chin around the collarbones, and come back to the starting position. One more in each direction. So take the chin down first, roll the head down around the front, and then take the ear towards the shoulder. Then take the chin back, roll it around the front, and over to the side. Good. Then we'll do a few breaths just to warm up the lungs. So working with block breath this morning. So inhaling the arms up for 4. We'll then hold the breath in the body for 4. Exhale out to the sides for 4 and hold the breath out at the bottom for 4. So just prepare the breath to get ready. So nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Then in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Good. Right, just let the breath come back to normal, come to the tops of our mats, and we'll do a few sun salutations and moving the spine along the 6 directions to ensure we're nice and warmed up. So inhaling, arms up, and then exhale, fold forward, bending the knees, let the upper body lay on the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, long back, long neck. Exhale, fold. Step back with the left leg, step back with the right leg, bring the knees to the mat, bring the chest and the chin to the mat, and then roll forward into cobra. Exhale down, tuck the toes, take the hips back towards the heels and then up into our first downward facing dog. Have a stretch out in this downward facing dog. It's our first one of the day. So wiggle and jiggle wherever you need to. Maybe pad through the heels, maybe stretching the chest towards the thighs, maybe nodding the head and shaking the head to release any tension in the neck. Wherever you feel you need to move today. Then step forward with the left leg, step forward with the right leg into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to the top, exhale, hands back to heart center. Other side, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take the right leg back this time. Then take the left leg back. Bring the knees to the mat. Take the chest and the chin to the mat. Roll forward into cobra. Really stretching that chest forward. Exhale, back down. Tuck the toes. Take the hips back towards the heels, then up into downward dog. And have a little wiggle and a jiggle here again. Then looking forward, step forward with the right leg, step forward with the left leg. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Excellent. Now with a bit more movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step back with the left leg. Keep the left hand on the ground and open up through the right arm into a gentle twist. Excellent. Really sink those hips down. Really stretching up with the top fingertips. And then bringing that hand back down to the mat. Step the front foot back into plank. This time, either knees, chest, chin, or come down through chaturanga and then into cobra or up dog. Then take the hips up and come over into downward facing dog. Looking forwards, raise the left leg up behind you and bring it forwards and place it between the hands. This time, drop the back heel so that we're in warrior two legs. Bring the left hand to the inside of the front foot and then open up with the right arm. So an open twist on this side. Excellent, good stuff. Couple of breaths here. And with that top arm, reach it over your head. So the fingertips are stretching towards the front of your mat. Feeling a stretch down the side body. That's it. So your fingers are pointing above your head, towards the front of your mat. Good. And then bring both hands to the mat, frame the front foot, twist onto the toes of the back foot, step forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, all the way to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Big bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. This time, step back with the right leg. Keep the right hand on the ground and open up through the left arm to twist towards the front leg. Really sink the hips down. Try and get that stretch going into the glute and the back of the hamstring. Really reaching up with those top fingers. Couple of breaths here. And then bring that hand back down to frame the front foot. Step the front foot back to plank. Either knees, chest, chin, or come down through chaturanga and then into cobra or up dog. Engage the core, engage the legs. Take the hips up, come over into downward facing dog. Float the right leg up behind you. And then bring it forward and place it between the hands. Move the right hand to the inside of the front foot, keeping that bend in the leg. Open the left hand up towards the ceiling. So an open twist, twisting away from the front leg. And then once you're comfortable in this twist, dropping the back foot if you want to, take the hand above your head so the fingertips are pointing towards the front of your mat, really stretching down the side body. Couple of breaths here. Then bringing that hand down towards the front of the mat, twisting onto the toes of the back foot, moving the hand to the outside of your foot, step the back foot forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Good stuff. Okay, so time for the HIIT session. And yes, it is getting hot. Even with the doors open, the sun is beating down and that's getting hotter and hotter. I think this will be a sweaty one. So rest if you need to rest through any of these exercises, and I will always give you 3 levels. So it's up to you whether you choose level 1, 2 or 3, but work within your own practice. And if you need to start slow and then step it up, then feel free to do so. But equally, if you're too ambitious and you started with a level 3 and you get halfway through and you think, what have I done? Then feel free to drop it back down again. So we will start with burpees today. We've missed the burpees, haven't we? We haven't done them for a few weeks. So when you're doing burpees, always make sure that the hips go back as you come down, so we're not over-stressing our knees. Our three options here is we do a standard burpee where we come down, we hop back, we hop forwards, and then we come up, bringing our fists to our hips. So that's standard burpee. If you want to make it a little bit more excitable, you can come down into your burpee, do your hop back, your hop forward, and then we explode up and do a little jump. So we do a hop, 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 hop. And if you want to really enjoy yourselves this morning, because I know I'd forgotten about bunny hops, but Emma reminded me the other day. So if you want to do a bunny hop burpee, then we come down, we hop, we bunny hop, and then we pop. So those are your three options. Hop, hop, fist of fire, hop, hop, explosive pop, or we do hop, hop, bunny hop, and then up. Ready? Born ready, you guys, of course you are. So we do 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Let's get ready. Let's go. So down to the bottom, level 1, hop, hop, fists of fire to the hips. Down you go, hop, hop, exhaling on the up, hop, hop, exhale on the up. Keep the breath moving. First round done, well done. Obviously the length of your hop, shorter the hop, the easier it is, longer the hop, the harder it is. Okay, so level 2, if you're doing that, down to the mat, hop, hop, explosive pop. The fists still come to your hips. Hop, hop, always exhaling on the up. Keep the tummy muscles pulled in and keep the breath moving. Good. Rest. 2 down, 6 to go. Told you, we're going to need water on this one. Okay, next round. Hop, hop. Good. 3 of 8, done. So, I'm going to do one more with a hop, hop, hop. So, hop, hop, pop, hop, hop. So keep tummy muscles strong. The stronger your core is, the easier to do the movement. Keep the breath moving and rest. If you hold your breath, it makes it more difficult because the lactic acid builds up in the muscles. So, next round, if you want to do bunny hops, hop, hop, bunny hop, and up. Hop, hop, bunny hop. Always landing lightly. If you can't land lightly, take it back a notch. Really have to use your core muscles. And rest. Good stuff. Hopefully your heart rate's up already. Mine is. Let's go next round. Hop, hop, bunny hop. Keep moving and keep breathing. Really important to keep the breath moving. And rest. 2 more to go. You've totally got this. If you're comfortable with the movement and you want to do it a bit faster, then do it faster. Making sure you really exhale forcefully. Good. And rest. 1 more round, last round. If you're doing bunny hops and you want to take it up even further, do a pop in between. It's up to you. Hop, 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 and then a jump. So many options. Keep breathing, keep moving. 8 seconds. Totally got this. Excellent. And rest. Whew. Well done. First round of HIIT done. Get some water. If you're breathing, like me, quite heavily, concentrate on exhaling for longer than you inhale, because it will start to get your breath back under control again. And then as I explain the next one, feel free to come down into Sphinx, allowing those hip flexors to have a rest against the mat, maybe rocking the hips from one side to the other, just having a little rest. Hands out in front of you, elbows underneath your shoulders, stretching out those hips, letting the legs lay heavy on the mat. Right, so the next round is based on goddess. You have different options. Obviously, standard goddess pose is knees out to the side, toes pointing where your knees point, nice and low in the hips. So the first option is goddess fists of fire. So we reach up with the arms, straighten the legs, and then as you exhale, you bring your fists of fire to your hips, coming down nice and low. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Option 2 is side kicks. So these are really good for toning up the inner thighs. So side kicks, we have either hands at heart center on your hips, whatever you feel more balanced with. We do goddess, kick to the side, goddess, kick to the side, goddess, kick to the side, goddess, kick to the side. You're exhaling as you kick on that one. Option 3 is an all-rounder for all around the tops of the legs. So we start off in goddess, either, again, hands at heart center or on your hips. You come down onto one knee, down onto the other knee, back up into goddess, back up into goddess. Down onto one knee, down onto the other knee, up into goddess, up into goddess. On that one, we're keeping our hips low. So it's going to be a real thigh burner. Those are your 3 options. So pick your poison or your challenge. And get ready. I will explain them all again, starting with level 1. So if we're doing level 1, let's start our first round. Arms up, exhale, fists of fire. Inhale, straight up, exhale, fists. Good. Really concentrating on getting those hips low. Feeling like you're pulling your arms through treacle and rest. Round 1 done already. So we'll do another round of those on level 1, then I'll explain level 2, but feel free to move on. Once you can do the movement with control, do it at your speed. Good stuff. And rest. Okay, that's 2 rounds done. If you're doing level 2, the side kicks, I'll explain that one this time. Either hands on hips or heart center. Down we go, kick to the side. Down we go, kick to the side. Doing this with control. So we're not overbalancing, we're pulling our core muscles in. Getting low in the middle. Good stuff. Excellent, and rest. 3 rounds done already. Obviously in the rest, move in whichever way you feel you need to. Let's go, next round. Really getting low in that goddess. Good stuff. Pulling those inner thigh muscles towards one another. Keeping the core pulled in. Excellent. Good. Right, last 4. You're halfway already on this one. So if you do want to ramp it up to level 3, let's go. Go down into goddess, knee down, goddess, goddess, knee down, goddess, goddess. Keeping the bum low. And obviously if we're doing that, whichever knee you're leading with this time, we'll move it to the other knee on the next round. Good. Rest. Whew. Good stuff. Right, next round. So if you're taking the knee, lead with the other knee. Coming back up, keeping the hips low. Good. Squeezing those inner thigh muscles as we move here. Excellent. And rest. 2 more to go. Feel free to level up or level down at any point. It's your practice. Obviously, whoops, I forgot what I was doing. So 1 knee down, if you're doing this one, keeping that bum nice and low, in whichever version you're doing. When you get to the bottom of goddess, you want that bum to be low. Good. We have 20 seconds left. Whichever one you're doing, keep breathing, keep moving, and keep those muscles pulled in. Let's go. Good stuff. Think of all this work you're doing for your inner thighs, your outer thighs, your bum muscles, your quads, your hamstrings. Oh, look, and I've talked you through the whole 20 seconds. Rest. Okay. So grab some more water if you need. Okay, so whilst I'm explaining the next one, just give yourself a little twist. So keeping one leg out in front of you, bring the other leg in, and then hug around towards that leg. Couple of breaths that side, then move to the other side, hug it in and twist on the other side. The next round of HIIT is based on Warrior 3. And again, you have 3 options here. So you can do this with your hands on the floor, or a block or a chair, whatever you have to hand. Equally, if you feel stable enough, you can do it with hands at heart center or hands on your hips, it's up to you. The level 1 option is from Warrior 3 into a curtsy, back into Warrior 3, into a curtsy. So that's your option 1. And again, you can do it with the hands off or on the floor or a block, whoops, or whatever you have to hand. Option 2 is knee dips. So we keep the back leg out long and we dip the standing leg down and back up. We dip it down and back up. So that's level 2. Level 3, you really have to pull your core into level 3. So we're coming from Warrior 3, coming up and through, sitting down into figure 4. Then we come up and back into Warrior 3, coming forwards and down into figure 4. So those are your 3 options. Either curtsies, knee dips, or coming through into figure 4. You can obviously mix it up. We'll do 4 rounds with the left leg, then we'll do 4 rounds with the right leg. So entirely up to you which one you want to do. So coming to the middle of your mats, and then let's begin. So I'll start with the curtsies. So if you're doing curtsies, take the leg out long, bend the knee into the outside of the standing calf. Inhale it out long, exhale, knee to the outside of the calf. Inhale long, exhale, inhale long. Good. And rest. So all of these exercises are really designed to fire up the glutes and the left leg because we're not giving it that much rest. So round 2, if you're doing knee dips, take the leg out long, bend in the standing leg, and then push it back up. Bend in the leg, push it back up. Bend in the leg, push it back up. Keep moving, keep breathing, and rest. Okay, 2 more on this leg. So level 3 is the figure 4. So if we're doing level 3, come into our warrior to start with. Pull those core muscles in. Then come up, bring the leg forwards, cross it over the standing leg, and bend down into figure 4. And then take that back. Then bring it forwards. Sit down. Stretching into those glutes. Good. 1 more round on this side, then we'll switch onto the other leg. Get ready? Let's go. Keeping a point of focus to help with your balance and pulling all your muscles in towards the midline will also help with your balance. Good. Right, 4 on the other leg. So feel free to level up or level down whenever you need. If you need to rest, rest. So we're doing curtsies. Take the left leg up, then bring it to the outside of the right calf. Inhale it up, exhale it to bend. Inhale it up. Moving as slow or as quick as your body needs. Good, and rest. If we're doing level 2, we're doing those knee bends. So if you're doing the knee bends, the leg stays out long at the back, bending the knee, pushing it up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Keeping the tummy pulled in and keeping the back leg engaged. If the muscles are tight, it's lighter to lift. Good, and rest. 2 more rounds to go. So if you're upping it to level 3, then it's coming through into figure 4. So starting warrior 3, whoops, find your balance. Bring it up, forwards, and sit down. Keep the breath moving. Keep the core pulled in. Woo! She says as she overbalances. Excellent. 1 more round to go. Last round. You've totally got this. Nice big inhale, and then let's get ready. Keeping that breath moving, keeping all those muscles pulled into the midline of the body, so pulled into the center of your body. Good, and rest. That's that round done. Well done. Have a drink of water if you need to. On this one, we'll just stretch out the quads before we go to the next exercise. So just bringing the foot behind you, holding it in your hand, and then really concentrate on trying to reach the bent leg's knee down and maybe tucking the tailbone under and then squeezing the foot into your bum. And that should really lengthen that quad muscle. So doing one side and the other side for as long as you like. So stretch the knee down, tuck the tailbone under, and then pull the foot into your bum. And just feel how that really stretches the quad. Okay, last exercise, side lunges. Told you there'd be no sit-ups today. I'm spoiling you. So with side lunges, we're obviously going to work on one leg for 4 rounds, then the other leg for 4 rounds. Your option is what you do after the lunge. So we lunge to the side, and you can lunge as deeply or as shallowly, if that's a word, as deep or as shallow as you like. So you can have a high lunge, or if you want to come all the way down, you can come all the way down. It's up to you. Once you've done your lunge, round level 1 is to come back up to standing. And you can have your hands at heart center on your hips, or you can use them on the floor if that feels more comfortable to you. So round 1 is to standing. Round 2, we go from our lunge to a low tree, down to our lunge, up to a low tree. Round 3, or level 3, we go from our lunge up into half moon. Then we come back down into our lunge and we go up into half moon. So you really have to concentrate on this one and pulling your core in and finding somewhere that you can spot with your eyes so that we don't overbalance. So it's not a massively fast one, this. We want to do it with control. And you can choose whichever level you feel up for today. And as always, you can switch them up if you want to as well. So lunging to the side, and then either to standing, to low tree, or to half moon. Are we ready? Born ready, yeah. Okay, let's go. So if we're level 1, we're coming over, back up to standing. So when you move from your lunge, make that move explosive. Really push the ground away with the bent leg to come back up to standing. Really push as you exhale. So inhale down, exhale back. Good, and rest. So we have 3 more on this side. So you can continue doing side lunge to standing, or you can go from side lunge to low tree. Side lunge to low tree. Really using those core muscles to keep control over the movement. Good, and rest. Okay, so staying on this same side. If you want to take it into doing half moon, then let's go. We step to the side, we come across, pulling all those muscles in into half moon. Coming down into side lunge, stretching into half moon. Into your lunge. Keeping those muscles pulled in. Going as high, and rest. 1 more on this side. Obviously your lunges you can do as deep or shallow as you like. Just concentrate on keeping that core pulled in. Last round on this side. And keep breathing, obviously. And rest. And moving to the other end of your mat. Moving to do the other leg this time. So if we're doing level 1, come over into the lunge, come back up to standing. Lunge to the side, into standing. Lunge to the side. Good stuff. Keep moving, keep breathing. And rest. If you want to do level 2, we bring it into a low tree. So, step into the side, bring it into a tree. Step into the side, bring to a tree. So it's all about control. Using that explosion off the floor for your standing pose, whichever standing pose you choose. Keeping those core muscles pulled in and rest. Last 2 rounds. Doing brilliantly, guys. Well done. Get ready? Let's go. So if you're moving into half moon, pull those core muscles in. You might need to slightly position the front foot for the half moon so you're balanced. Nice and low in the lunge. Moving as quickly or as slowly as you can to control the movement, and rest. Last 20 seconds. Last round of the last HIIT round. Yay, let's go. Lunging and coming to your standing posture. Keep the breath moving. Exhaling on the standing posture. Make that breath really noisy. Good. Keep the body moving. Almost there. Good, and rest. Well done, you did it. You made it through another session. So coming to the floor, feet in front of you into butterfly, and just give those knees a little waggle. And then we'll move into the warm down. Well done. Okay, so because we've done so much on the legs, we'll start our warm down in pigeon. So bring the left foot to the front of the mat, and then bent knee, and take the other leg out long. Really think about keeping the hips facing forwards and really relaxing the left bum and the left back of the thigh down towards the floor. And then if you feel like you need a quad stretch as well, bend the back leg and reach for it. You can either reach with the same arm or the opposite arm, whichever feels more natural for you. And the closer you pull your heel towards your bum, the more of a stretch down the quad you'll get. Couple more breaths here. Then lengthen out that back leg if you have it in the bind. Bring both hands to the floor, raise the back knee, step back to downward facing dog. Have a pad through the legs in downward facing dog, stretching the chest towards your thighs, maybe nodding and shaking your head to release any tension in the neck. Then float the right leg up behind you, bring it forwards into pigeon on the other side. Get comfortable first, hips facing forwards. Encourage this part of the right bum down towards the floor. And if you want to bend the back knee and take the bind, then feel free to do that. The closer your heel to your bum, the more the stretch down the front of the leg. Just have a few breaths here. Good. Then release that back leg off if you have it bent. Roll onto the bum and cheek and pull your back leg around towards the front so that we're coming onto our backs. So rolling down onto the mat, arms out to the side. Take the right leg up towards the ceiling and cross it over the left leg so you're in a figure four position. And then reach through the gap, holding around the back of the thigh or over the shin, whatever's more comfortable for you. Then relax the head and shoulders back down onto the mat and pull the knee in towards the tummy, pressing the right elbow on the inner thigh if you want to get more of a stretch into the right bum muscles, into the right glutes. And maybe having a rock from side to side. I find it much easier to get into this pose if I just rock from side to side. So as you inhale, release the leg, and as you exhale, pull the hands towards your belly so that you're pulling them up, the legs in. So inhale to release it, and then exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale to release, exhale, squeeze them in. And then release that off, drop the left foot down to the mat, untangle the legs, take the left foot up towards the ceiling, and then cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Sitting up, thread your hands through the gap and either around the back of the thigh or over the knees. Then relax the head and shoulders back onto the mat. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, pull the leg towards you, using your left elbow on this side to press into the left inner thigh to get that stretch into the bum muscles, into those glutes. And if you need to rock from side to side, then rock from side to side. Nice big inhale, and then exhale, pull the hands in. Inhale to release off, exhale, pull it in. Inhale to release off, exhale, pull it in. And then release the hands, drop the foot back down to the mat. Take the feet as wide as your yoga mat. Arms straight out from your shoulders, and windscreen wiper those legs from one side to the other. Good stuff. And then bring that to stillness, bring the feet together, hug the knees into the chest, and keeping the shoulders grounded. Maybe put the hands palm down, keep the arms grounded on the floor. Take a nice big inhale, then as you exhale, twist the knees towards the left, only as far as you can keep your shoulders on the floor. Then inhale them back through center and exhale them the other way. Inhale back through center, exhale one way, keeping those shoulders grounded, keeping the hands heavy on the ground. Inhale back to center, exhale the other way. One more each side. Inhale back to center, exhale, twist one way. Inhale back through center, exhale, twist the other way. Inhale back through center, take the legs out long and let the feet fall open. Bring the arms down by the sides, palms face up, tuck the shoulder blades under the body and make yourself completely comfortable. Make sure the lower back is comfortable, and if it's not, bring the feet to the floor and let the knees roll. Just enjoy the weight of your body on the mat. After all the work that you've done this morning, just enjoy that sense of heaviness as you relax on your mat. Feeling the heels heavy, pressing into the mat. The calves, backs of the thighs, the glutes, relaxed and heavy, sinking into the mat. The lower back, the middle back, the upper back, heavy and relaxed, sinking into the mat. The backs of the hands, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, heavy and relaxed, pressing into the mat. The back of the head, heavy and relaxed, supported and sinking into the mat. Your whole body totally relaxed, totally worked out, heavy, sinking into the mat. And gently bringing your awareness back to the body, maybe passing the pad of your thumb over each of your fingertips, maybe wiggling your fingers or stretching them out, making a fist, circling through the wrists or the ankles. Move your body in whatever way it wants to move. And then when you're ready, roll over onto your side, come up to seated, and we'll finish with 3 lions breath. In through the nose, and then a really noisy breath out through the mouth, whilst we stretch our chest forward and stick our tongue out as far as it will go. So just let's have a breath to prepare, a nice gentle inhale and exhale. And then 3 lions breath. Thank you for getting up and making the effort to practice with me on this hot and sweaty morning. I hope your heart rate got up as high as mine, and I hope you sweated as much as I did.